Welcome back to Out of Bounds here at Lumber City Pizza Company in North Tonawanda. This is our fan segment brought to you by Buffalo Wrestling Club. We have some fans of the Bills who want to ask Lorenzo Alexander a few questions. What's your name?
Sam,
All right, Sam, what's your question for Lorenzo?
what's your game plan to stop Gronkowski and Blunt?
Ooh, he wants to know the game plan here, right here. Thank you, Sam.
To Gronkowski and Blunt, but I think the biggest thing for us is to, with Blunt, with the running game, is just be physical. I think we have to get back to our ways that we did before the Miami game, shutting them down, setting the edge, playing our gaps, and making sure that we tackle well. Gronkowski is a monster, obviously, in the passing game, so we're going to have to figure out some matchups. He always creates issues there, so whether we put a safety, a linebacker on him, that's something that we'll decide throughout the week. But we got plenty of guys that are versatile enough to be able to cover him.
All right, thank you very much. Next question, and what are both your names?
Tracy. Jenna.
All right, who's got the question? Yeah, okay, go ahead.
We want to know how many times you're going to sack Tom Brady.
Oh, wow.
Call your shot, man. Call your shot.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's kind of hard to call out as many times as I can. I mean, really, we really want to be able to do it as a group. The biggest thing is just making him uncomfortable in the pocket and getting him off the spot. I mean, they have a solid offensive line, a solid running game. So if they stop the run first, and then once we be able to do that, be able to pin our ears back, and then hopefully make him uncomfortable on third downs.
All right, thank you very much. What's your name?
Tom.
Tom, what's your question?
Lorenzo, you're one of the few players that plays full-time on defense and special teams.
Right.
How hard is it, not just the extra preparation during the week, but especially on a day like Sunday when it's hot and humid, you're sprinting downfield for the kickoff, and then now you're sitting there at the 25-yard line having to rush a passer and do all this stuff on
It's
defense?
definitely a grind. I think the team does a good job of taking care of me. So this upcoming Wednesday, they'll give me a day off. You know, I'm one of the older players on the team, so they help me there. But the biggest thing is just making sure that I have great cardio, practicing well during the season or during the year. And then it really all it comes down to having that great foundation, that off-season workouts, putting in your work there. So when then you have these times where you're playing a lot of defense and special teams like I am doing now, I'm ready to go. I have the cardio, the stamina to do it, both physically and mentally. And then we have a lot of guys that are rotating. I have some guys that are coming in, Brandon Spikes being one of them, Larinette McCray being the other guy on sub. So we do a good job of rotating and keeping me as fresh as possible.
All right, thank you very much. What's your name?
Dominic,
Dominic, what's your question for Lorenzo?
what's your favorite store?
Your favorite store? Where do you like to shop? What do you like to do? Where do you like to go shopping?
My favorite store, man, that came out of nowhere. How
How about this?
What is my favorite store? No, it's okay. Well, we have a Nike account. So we have a Nike Elite. It's like an online store, and Nike gives us a certain amount of money that we can go shop. So I like buy tons and tons of shoes on there. It's probably my favorite store. My wife gets upset with me because I buy a lot of shoes on there.
We got another question up here. What's your name?
Holden,
Holden, what's your question?
what was your favorite team growing up?
Oh, nice question. Good
I
job.
grew up in the Bay Area, and we actually had two teams, the Oakland Raiders and the 49ers. But I fell in love with the 49ers. I'm a huge Niners fan when I was growing up. My uncle was a Niners fan. The Raiders had moved to L.A. for a while when I fell in love with football. So when they came back, I remained a 49ers fan.
What was your hated team growing up since you were a Niners fan? Dallas maybe?
By far,
Dallas,
Yeah,
right?
couldn't stand them, still can't stand them.
No doubt.
Yeah.
That's right. And then you played for the Skins, so
Right, that made it even worse.
That's a big
Right,
rivalry
yeah,
as
yep.
well. All right, thank you very much. Thank you all very much. A great audience here tonight. We're at Lumber City Pizza Company. It is the Out of Bounds show with Lorenzo Alexander. I'm Sal Capaccio. Thanks a lot for tuning in here tonight.